A papacy transformed from humble beginnings to global leadership. The papacy is an ancient institution. It traces its roots back to St. Peter. He was a humble fisherman. Jesus chose him to lead the church. Over centuries, the papacy evolved. It became a symbol of unity. It represents hope for over 1 billion Catholics worldwide. Each pope leaves a unique mark. Some are known for their reforms, others for their leadership during challenging times. The papacy is a testament to the enduring power of faith. It shows how the Church adapts to a changing world. The selection of a new pope is always a moment of great anticipation. It's a time for prayer and reflection. The world watches as the cardinals gather in conclave. The Holy Spirit guides them in their sacred duty. They choose the next successor of St. Peter. It's a reminder of the deep spiritual significance of the papacy. It shows the interconnectedness of the global Catholic community. The recent conclave was especially significant. The Church faced many challenges. These included a growing secularism and internal divisions. The world eagerly awaited the election of the new pope. They hoped for a leader who could address these complex issues. They yearned for a shepherd who could guide the Church into the future. The world held its breath as white smoke billowed from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel. It signaled the election of a new pope. The announcement came: Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle of the Philippines. He would be known as Pope Francis II. Joy and astonishment rippled around the globe. The Catholic Church had its first Asian pope. This was a historic moment. It marked a new chapter in the long and storied history of the papacy. The world watched with bated breath as the new pope took his place, symbolizing a bridge between tradition and modernity. His leadership would be crucial in navigating the Church through the complexities of the 21st century. The ascent of a shepherd, Cardinal Tagle's journey to the papacy. Luis Antonio. Tagle's journey to the papacy is an inspiring one, filled with moments of profound faith and dedication. It's marked by humility, intellect, and deep faith, qualities that have endeared him to many. Born in Manila, Philippines, he felt a call to the priesthood at a young age, a calling that would shape his entire life. He excelled in his studies, showing an early aptitude for theology and pastoral care. He earned a doctorate in theology, a testament to his intellectual rigor and commitment to understanding the faith deeply. His brilliance and compassionate nature were evident from the start, making him a beloved figure in his community. He quickly rose within the Church's ranks, recognized for his leadership and spiritual depth. Cardinal Tagle was known for his pastoral approach, always putting the needs of his flock first. He had a genuine concern for the poor and marginalized, often visiting them and advocating for their needs. He served as Archbishop of Manila, a role in which he made significant contributions to the community. There he spearheaded initiatives to combat poverty, working tirelessly to uplift the underprivileged. He championed education for the underprivileged, believing that knowledge was a key to breaking the cycle of poverty. His work earned him admiration both within and outside the Church, making him a respected figure globally. He was appointed as a cardinal by Pope Benedict XVI in 2012, a significant milestone in his journey. This further solidified his position as a leading figure in the Church, recognized for his contributions and leadership. Cardinal Tagle was known for his eloquence, able to convey complex theological ideas with clarity and compassion. He spoke out against social injustices, using his platform to advocate for the voiceless and oppressed. He advocated for interfaith dialogue, believing in the power of unity and understanding among different religions. He called for greater environmental responsibility, urging people to care for our common home, the earth. His words resonated with millions, touching hearts and inspiring action across the globe. He became a beacon of hope and inspiration, a symbol of what faith and dedication can achieve. Cardinal Tagle's election as Pope was unexpected, yet it was a moment of great joy and hope for many. It was a testament to his character, his unwavering faith, and his ability to connect with people. It showed his global stature, his influence reaching far beyond the Philippines. It was a recognition of his deep spirituality and his ability to connect with people from all walks of life, regardless of their background. His humility and warmth shone through in every interaction, endearing him to all who met him. He embraced his new role with a sense of purpose and dedication, ready to lead with compassion and wisdom. He was ready to lead the Church into a new era, bringing with him a vision of hope, unity, and love. A moment of global significance, the world embraces Pope Tagle. The election of Pope Francis II sent shockwaves around the world. It was a moment of profound historical significance. Newspapers hailed it as a new era for the Church. World leaders expressed their congratulations. They praised his commitment to social justice. They lauded his vision for a more inclusive world. The selection of a pope from Asia was groundbreaking. It represented a shift in the Church's center of gravity. It acknowledged the growth of Catholicism in regions beyond Europe and the Americas. Pope Francis II embodied this global Church. He brought his unique perspective and experiences to the papacy. The reaction to Pope Francis II's election went beyond the Catholic world. People of all faiths and backgrounds were moved by his message of love. They resonated with his emphasis on compassion. They admired his commitment to dialogue. He quickly became a global figure. He was a symbol of hope in a world often marked by division and conflict. The world watched with anticipation. They wondered how Pope Francis II would shape his papacy. They looked forward to his leadership on critical issues. These included poverty, climate change, and interfaith relations. His election represented a fresh start for the Church. It offered a renewed sense of purpose and direction for Catholics worldwide. It marked a pivotal moment in the history of the papacy. It was a testament to the universality of the Catholic Church's message of love and hope. Filipinos rejoice, a nation's pride, a faith's inspiration. Nowhere was the joy and pride more palpable than in the Philippines. The predominantly Catholic nation erupted in celebration. Their beloved Cardinal Chito, as he was affectionately known, was now the Vicar of Christ. It was a moment of immense national pride. It was a testament to the deep faith of the Filipino people. Across the archipelago, church bells pealed. Spontaneous street parties broke out. People danced and sang in the streets. They waved Filipino and Vatican flags. The atmosphere was electric. It was a shared moment of joy and gratitude. It transcended social and economic barriers. For Filipino Catholics, Pope Francis II's election was a source of immense inspiration. He represented the best of their nation: humility, resilience, and unwavering faith. His papacy was a testament to the universality of the Catholic Church. It showed that even those from small and distant nations can rise to the highest positions within the Church. Pope Francis II's Filipino heritage was evident from the start. He often incorporated Filipino customs and traditions into his papal masses. He spoke of his love for his homeland. He highlighted the struggles and triumphs of the Filipino people. His papacy was a source of immense pride and hope for Filipinos around the world. It strengthened their connection to their faith. It instilled in them a sense of belonging on the global stage. A new dawn for the Church. Pope Tagle's vision takes flight. From the outset of his papacy, Pope Francis II articulated a clear and compelling vision for the Church. His vision was not just a set of ideas, but a call to action, a roadmap for the future of the Catholic Church. It was a vision rooted deeply in the gospel message of love, compassion, and service. He emphasized that these core values should be the guiding principles for all actions and decisions within the Church. He called for a Church that was truly inclusive, one that welcomed everyone regardless of their background, race, or social status. He wanted a Church that embraced the marginalized and reached out to those on the peripheries of society. This included not just the poor, but also those who felt alienated or excluded from the Church. He emphasized the importance of mercy and forgiveness, urging the faithful to practice these virtues in their daily lives. He urged Catholics to see Christ in the face of every person, to recognize the inherent dignity and worth of every individual. He called for a renewed commitment to social justice, emphasizing that the Church must be a force for good in the world. He wanted the Church to be a leading voice for the poor and the voiceless, advocating for their rights and needs. His message resonated deeply with Catholics and non-Catholics alike, inspiring many to take action in their own communities. He challenged the Church to confront difficult issues head-on, to not shy away from the tough conversations that needed to be had. These included the clergy abuse crisis, the role of women in the Church, and the Church's stance on LGBTQ+ issues. He believed that addressing these issues was crucial for the Church's credibility and moral authority. He promised greater transparency and accountability, recognizing that these were essential for rebuilding trust within the Church. He sought to foster healing and reconciliation, not just within the Church, but also with those who had been hurt by it. His willingness to address these challenges head-on was a testament to his courage and his commitment to reform. He knew that real change required bold action and unwavering resolve. Pope Francis II's vision was not without its critics. There were those who felt that his approach was too radical, too fast. Some resisted his calls for change, preferring to maintain the status quo. They clung to traditional interpretations of doctrine, fearing that change would undermine the Church's teachings. Others questioned his approach to dialogue and engagement, wondering if it would lead to compromises on core beliefs. Despite these challenges, Pope Francis II remained steadfast in his commitment to his vision. He believed that the Church had to evolve in order to remain relevant in the 21st century. He believed that the Church had to evolve in order to remain relevant in the 21st century. He saw the potential for the Church to be a beacon of hope and a catalyst for positive change in the world. He was determined to lead the Church into a new era of openness, compassion, and service. His vision was one of a Church that was not just a place of worship, but a community of love and action. Please subscribe to our Channel History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content.